Is Newsweek, where we highlight some of the biggest stories that made the headlines recently. Now, the Chicago State University has finally confirmed that President Bola Tinubu attended the university and graduated in 1979 with a bachelor's degree. It, however, pointed out that the United States federal law prevents it from providing any further information about Tinubu's record without consent or unless allowed to do so via court order. The certificate was issued in 1979 and signed by University President Onora Daniel, but Daniel didn't arrive at CSU until 1998 and left about 10 years later, submitting false record to the National Election Commission before the votes should nullify the election. Atiku had claims. As you have Justice and Niyi Saliu with me. You know, this issue has been a long-standing controversy. Now, do you think the confirmation by the state, the Chicago State University, would, somehow put a rest to this finally?
I pray so. I pray so, because it's looking like it's almost eternal in the way we're approaching it. And yeah, I know it's pivotal because it's a constitutional requirement that at least some academic levels should be achieved. And since the masquerade now has now been unveiled, the school which has the capacity to actually say this person actually attended our institution has come out in the open, in court, to say, to do the maximum that is allowed without the need for consent, which is to say, okay, this person attended our institution. We must be reminded, when people raise this issue of, okay, they want to go beyond that, they want to go further, I usually tell them, I'm quick to remind them that in the United States of America, Donald Trump sent his own henchman, Michael Cohen at the time, even though they are estranged now, to Wharton School of Business and to other schools that Donald Trump attended. And we warn them seriously that you dare not release my academic records, because legally it is my own private issue, and it is for me to give consent to before you declare same. In fact, it mustn't leak, because if it leaks, I will sue you seriously in negligence. So if that can happen with the President of the United States in the US, and we are still talking about the same set of laws, the President Tinubu attended a US school, and that law is still in place. If it serves a Donald Trump or any other person, he should also be able to benefit. I don't see how the courts, in fairness, will be able to go beyond this in the US, because there's a law in place, family law, on privacy of citizens of the US or of anybody that uses their institutions, that those laws, it has to be by consent of the person that attended an institution before you can go to release something as detailed as a transcript or whatever score, whether it's magna cum laude, summa cum laude, or any other cum laude that a person actually achieved in a particular institution in the US.
All right, Niyi, let me get your view on this. Despite the opposition's capitalization on this issue, it has been deemed irrelevant by various quarters. Why do you believe they continue to bring this up?
Look, it's politics, and there's nothing more than that. It is no longer law. People are just playing to the gallery. I don't know what more anybody wants, and there is no further level of desperation other than what is being displayed by, the PDP. Look, what the Constitution requires is that you have a certificate. You have graduated from a school. All the schools that the president has quoted have come out to say, look, this man came to our school and he graduated. In fact, I saw in the news 2 days ago, someone who graduated with him in the school also confirmed. And the university has provided the court with the normal documentation confirming that Bola Tinubu attended the University of Chicago and graduated. There's nothing more than that. The law does not require anybody to begin to provide transcript or anything. So, and that should end it ordinarily. That should end it. Even in Nigeria, even was in the US, what INEC will require is to write the school, and they'll be able to rely on the school confirmation. Except somebody is suggesting that the school as big as the University of Chicago would want to protect it. Look, that school has graduated millions of students, and they have gone, all those who have gone ahead to become people in life. They don't have to risk their reputation because of just one person. And I don't think the university is about to do that. So I think the matter should rest. If the other cases the opposition has, other issues, other facts that they have want to bring, they still have, an opportunity to go to the Supreme Court and lay all those, bare before the Supreme Court. But the issue of academic record has been settled as far as I'm concerned, and anything beyond what has been done already is just playing to the gallery and wasting everybody's time.
All right, Nemi, whether you like it or not, Nigerians, this whole controversy have left a lot of perception in the minds of some Nigerians. Now, but do you think this development will have in any way, calm or change the perception of Nigerians as regards to President Tinubu's credibility in any way?
Okay, for me, I usually feel that people are in three categories: the extreme right, the extreme left, and the people in the middle who can still be persuaded. Okay, let me repeat it. People who cannot be persuaded on both sides, and people in the middle who can still be persuaded. The people in the middle definitely can still be persuaded. And for the ones that cannot be persuaded, it doesn't matter if even you bring, if even it is depending on which side we face when we worship. If even you bring somebody from Jerusalem or from Christian faith or from the Islamic faith or from traditional faith, and you bring the highest persons to say that, okay, this is actually what happened, some people will still not be convinced, and there is nothing you can do about those persons. But if ones that can be persuaded, why not? And
what do you suggest the president do, at least to...
There is really nothing you can do. Let me even go a bit further. I think, pursuant to reportage too, we saw some transcripts that really showed that, okay, this person, I commented on one of our platforms that, so this man is this smart? If that indeed was his transcript, and of course, a lot of people still went against it. So a lot of Nigerians are beyond correction in this regard, or beyond persuasion in this regard, and there's absolutely nothing you can do.
How irrelevant the whole matter is.
Yeah, it has now become a totally redundant issue.
I agree.